Hey there guys, Shadow here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. So I'm a little bit dressed up, as I'm sure you guys can notice. Say at least I went and got my court bit done this morning, and I paid 150 bucks. I sat there for an hour. There's like two people in front of me. It wasn't terrible. I'm glad that headache's over and I can move on. I can look into getting a new car, this and that. But anyhow, Transport Fever. I wanted to showcase you guys something really amazing that I found out. Now, I'm not going to walk you guys step through step of how to do this. I'll probably link the YouTube video that I used. So, as you can see, our train here has nothing on it. But, there's logos and stuff in the game that you can, put on your vehicles and this and that. Well, bam, folks. There's now Casual Gaming Center on my trains, and we go over here. There, you can see kind of like the smaller version of the actual CGC written on it. Now, I kind of chose black. Probably wasn't the greatest color, but I was thinking most of the trains would be like white or this and that. They'd be a color in which you could do this. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna take the time to actually show you guys how I did this. More or less, in your resource file, you go to your textures, you go to your logos, and you find these logos here on your these three. I just opened one of them. I sat there and I went section by section with an eraser, erased it, put in my stuff, and I just did that section by section. And yeah, that was it. But now we have Casual Gaming Center, which I might have to go back and do some editing to it. But yeah, Casual Gaming Center is now actually on the trains and on all the little vehicles and whatnot. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, that was a little personal thing for me. But we need to get some money, and I want to get the general, and I possibly, if more and more people, we're up to 51 people, I might need the general, and I might need to get another passenger wagon on here. Now, as far as intercity transport goes, I add a few more last episode to Bakersfield, but we're still making money. Now, this one, well, to a degree, we're still making money. The money keeps coming and going in random bursts. Now, there's obviously a lot of people to transport here. And I kind of wish I had the larger wagons, because you can only carry 4 people at a time. But I'm thinking we're going to try to possibly expand to another city and try and maybe get some industrial up. I'm not too sure what all I have for industrial around here. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot. There's wood. There's wood there. There's a iron mine. There's a goods factory that requires plastic or iron, or steel, I should say. So we don't have either one. We do have planks right here. And there's a machines factory. Another log. Another sawmill. So we have multiple sawmills. There's a oil refinery. There's a farm here, which farms are normally what I go for early game. A lot of freaking sawmills on this. So we got food way over here. Actually, we might be able to get something here, because we have a farm here, a food processing here, and then we also have wood and a sawmill. And actually 2 sawmills and 2 farms. So a lot of production and possibility over here. Now, getting the planks all the way back over here to where they could even remotely be used to make goods, that's going to take a decent minute. This is all going to be later stuff. Like I said, right now, I'm going to try and focus on the transporting of passengers, trying to get more money, and trying to, because see, at this point, I'm not even picking everybody up. I'm pretty sure that train's full. Yeah, 42 out of 42. So yeah, we're going to be looking to upgrade this line here. Possibly even get a double track going and some more trains running on it, because we are now starting to see a lot more than this just a single train can handle. unless I get the general and I add another car. But we'll see how this episode goes. Alright guys, so far the train line's doing pretty decent. I'm starting to lose money over in Cleveland because there's not enough people to transport around town, so I'm not making enough money there. And the general, actually, I found out costs a decent amount. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this. It's about that's more money than we have right now to get the general. So what I've gone ahead and done, and if we go back over here, I've kind of set up. I haven't finished setting it up. I was in the process of doing that. Excuse me. I don't know what it is. Every time I get on here, I just get the hiccups and whatnot. But we essentially have the outline for a land travel bit. So we have food here, and we have a processing plant here, and then we have the actual drop-off point in town. So what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to set up a line for transportation of food, which industrial side I like to do dark red. And we're going to call this farm to plant. Okay, I forgot every time I hit my T, it toggles that. So I'm going to try to avoid hitting T and just call food farm to food. And that's just going to be legit right here to right here. And that should be good there. And then we're going to have one from, let me grab the name of this city real quick. Then we're going to have, no, I don't want to. Yeah, make too many lines. Delete line. There we go. And we're just going to make this dark red, and we are going to do food to carry. Never heard of carry. At least I'm thinking that's how you pronounce that. Alright, I'm going to say carry. Both our inner city lines aren't doing too hot either. But we're going to take this one and we're going to drop it off here. Now obviously that's a bit of a long haul, so we're going to want some more cars here. Wagons at this point. We don't have cars yet. Alright, so we have that now. And we just need to get some wagons set up. So I'm going to go down here, and these guys do, I'm going to say grain and cattle. You know, it obviously looks like wheat. And we're going to get some horse wagons. Yeah, grain. And we're going to slow this down a little bit. And I'm going to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 grains. And then 4 cattle. Alright, so I now have all the horse wagons. I had to sit there and think for a minute. I have all the horse wagons now set up. We have 4 cow transports. Wait a minute. This one apparently never got named for some reason. I swear I named all of them, but maybe it just didn't register. But yeah, we got 4 cow horse wagons. We have 4 grain. And these guys are going to start transporting these back and forth to the farm and the processing. And the other 8 wagons I have coming down the road are going to be just taking the food from the processing factory to that of the city. Now, hopefully that will make us some money, because right now none of these lines are making money. But, including my inner city, I don't know what's going on over here with my inner city lines. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with, maybe there's just one too many going on there. Not entirely sure. The only thing that seems to be making me money right now is the train, which, yeah, you know, that happens. As vehicles get older, they start to cost more to run, but as we can see here, we're having the first of our... Why are like none of your names saved? At least for the first one. That's so weird. I know I named these correctly. Maybe I just didn't hit enter. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Okay, so they all should be named. And these guys get us about 4.38 a run, which means just these few horse wagons will be paying for themselves each run. Let alone we already have food in production now. So yeah, as you can see, this is already at a positive. It's about a 3-minute run. But yeah, we already are making money off of the farm to food. It's taking them a while to unload. I might need to. Let's see. Unload only. There we go. So they'll pick up at west and then they'll just unload. Now obviously this depot's a little bit busy. And we actually want the food. We want them to be full before they actually go out. There's no point in them going out if there's no food being made. Either way, they're now working. And we already have a high production, so the farm will actually upgrade within 6 months, which means the production rate will be even higher. Right now, as you can see, the production rate is so high, we really aren't maintaining that many resources. I mean, this one farm could go, you know, to a lot more than what it is. But yeah, food right now doesn't seem like we have. Wait a minute. Where did I quit? Yeah, why aren't you named? I know I named you guys. I mean, I know I'm not crazy, people. I know for a fact I named them. I don't know why, like, some of them keep. I knew I wasn't going nuts. I knew I had named all of them, which just seems like some of them weren't being named for whatever reason. Why is this? Get a little bit confused here because this let an industrial upgrade. Okay, cool. I got an achievement. Now I can make 200, which I don't think I'm going to be using that much, but you never know. I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on with food here. It says it's producing food, but this same cart's been sitting here. Really weird. See, now there's food. It's like, for whatever reason, I wouldn't let food go to it when there was hearts in there. I mean, I know for a fact. Alright, so food's being a little bit derpy right now, and I don't know why. A little bit weird. Yeah, but see, no, we're making money off of the farm into food. Food should sooner or later start making money. I don't know why it's not making money right now. It's also food is being really weird there for a minute. It's like when I had that car sitting there, it was just taking forever. Also seems like it takes a while to make food, so that could be another thing. You think it wouldn't take that long to make food, but alright. So we got that line going. Hopefully sooner or later the food situation fixes itself. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, what the deal is with the food. Why it's only producing so little. I mean, it's got plenty of stuff stored. And I mean, it's just like it's not producing anything. It's real weird. But, you know, we'll hopefully that'll solve itself. Not gonna waste too much time of the video spending over there. Now that we're back over here, though, we can obviously see we have a lot of people waiting. We have a lot of stuff going on in general. Which, it might be time for the general. Problem being is, I need these city lines to fix themselves. I don't know why they started magically losing money. I know people ain't walking that distance. And I've also been trying to figure out why even Bakersfield is having problems. Maybe too much of the population sitting at the train depot. I don't know. It could be. Well, we'll figure it out as we go on here. We're gonna try and let this train run maybe one or two more times. I want at least a little bit more money before I try and swap out the to the general, because the general will really drag me down money wise. There's just so many people waiting now. If I can get that to about 500, I'll get the general. Alright, so I just sent the Baldwin back, and we're gonna actually sell the Baldwin, which we didn't get nearly as much money back as I was hoping for because it was so old. And we now have the general, which I'm going to set him to the Baker line just so he's out, and then I'll rename it the general. The General Express. There we go. There we go, folks. We now have the general. So I'm not sure where the logo is on him. Oh, it's so small. You can barely see Casual Gaming Center on the actual coal car. Essentially, this is wood, part of wood, but this guy should be able to help us out, at least in the fact of he's a little bit faster and he can pull these cars better. Now, as soon as I can, I'm going to get another car on here as well, because we have more than enough people to fill this thing anymore. And there we go. Stop. There we go. Just move you off to the side. But as you can see, he goes a lot faster, which is the bigger thing. And going up these hills, he's actually able to increase his speed instead of going down in speed. Like I said, that was the biggest thing that was killing me before, was only 17 miles per hour. He is losing speed, but he's not doing 17 miles an hour worth. According to this, he's still, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was 12 minutes, so now it's down to 10 minutes, which is a lot better. Now, food is still negative. I'm not getting food. Food's having an issue over there. I can't figure out why food's having an issue, but it is. And So is the inner city. The inner city's still having an issue as well. But at least the train is making the most money. And now with the train being able to go 28 miles an hour, it, you know, shaves off 2 minutes, which means I'll be making money at a faster rate. And I'll be able to transport people back and forth faster as well. Gotta get this up to where I can get everybody in one swing, though, is my biggest thing. Yeah, so we got the general open running. I'm happy about that. Now, as far as what we go from here, I'm going to try and maximize the line here to my best of my abilities. Possibly even, instead of trying to go this way right now, I might try and go to Houston and have like Cleveland as a central hub instead. Because Cleveland's so small, it needs all the people it can get. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, right now I just need a little bit more money, and I need another car on the general here. I gotta figure out what's going on down here. Like, I'm making money off the pure fact of like the whole actual like grain and cows and this and that. But food's just not cutting it for me. And even like that, the production on that is like stopped. Maybe there's not just shipping enough. Maybe I need. See, that's the problem early game, man. Like, I remember like when I played the one campaign forever ago, you needed like just 40 of these things. Just like literally like the whole row is just blotted with white like little truck icons, because that's how many you needed to keep up with the output and whatnot of this stuff. I mean, you make retarded money doing that, but you're also paying, you know, for 30, 40 wagons. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, okay, so apparently that might be why my guys aren't making money here. So we're just gonna go to replacement, and we're gonna just select the horse carriage, and we're just going to replace now. And yes, we will pay the fee for that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the Bakers, because Bakers is getting pretty old too. We're just gonna replace all the horse carriages with the same thing. Replace now, yes. And that way they keep the same name, and we don't have to keep constantly redoing it. That'll also decrease the cost of what they run at and increase, so they'll be getting more money back, hopefully. But now that they're slowly getting replaced, they should be good. I don't think they have to go to the train station or the depot anymore to be replaced either. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, see, no, the line was still active, and none of them ever went to the depot. That was another thing that like was somewhat annoying in the old one, is they had to like stop at the depot and get, you know, changed. Man, I got so much passengers here. This is a full train. This is a full train, and there's already another full load of people just standing there. Just insanity. Definitely gotta work on upgrading that train line. But all right, I'm gonna work on that here in a minute. Alright guys, so I finally sat there and got another car on here, but one thing I want to kind of showcase if I actually pause this, and this is the other big thing I like about this game compared to just Train Fever, is, you know, this is obviously a newer train, but these cars have all been on this line since the beginning of time, and you can see that, you know, they have rust spots on the top that are, you know, starting to show. You know, they're a little bit dirty on the side and this and that. But this brand new one that I just added to it doesn't have any of that. So I think it's really cool that you can actually see the age and wear and tear of not only the trains themselves, but their actual cars as well. Like, you can even tell, like, just right in there, the difference between shiny metal and people have been stomping around all over this one. But yeah, I thought that was really cool and something I wanted to point out. But now we're up to 56 people on this train. And also, not only did I add a car to the train, I figured out the food problem. Now, the food problem is just that I'm an idiot. Like, you know, I've never said I'm not an idiot. You guys, if any past videos you have watched, I've already claimed to be an idiot when it comes to most games. So I'm going to figure out why in the world I couldn't get my food was just so small. While I was only delivering like 4 food at a time. So these you got this comes down to city planning. So these are industrial buildings. They don't need food. Where I put the cargo terminal was where you would need food essentially. Now, none of these buildings in here need food. Like legit, I think that's like the one building that, yeah, like these 2 buildings here that are in range need food. But what I did was I put another one over here, and these are all the commercial buildings that actually need food. Now they haven't been supplied yet, but if we go back over here, as you can see, we're outputting a lot more food than what we were, and this has also gone back up to 42, and the potential food has gone up to 44 compared to before where it was like, I think it was at 7, and now essentially it's saying we need a faster grain delivery, but I'm not too worried about that right now because these guys should be carrying food. See, the way I have the line set up now is essentially they drive and they deliver it to this one first, and then they come back, they go back to the station, then they deliver to this one, and they restart the loop. So essentially both stations are getting delivered. It's just going to take longer now. But, I mean, they are delivering food at a decent pace now, and that should help out with that. But, as of right now, guys, I think that will be it for this episode. I didn't get a whole lot done. But, I mean, we did get food, we did get a industrial line set up, and we did get the general, which the general was my main mission for this one. And, as you can see, we still have an overcrowded train worth of people. And this guy got a little bit slower because of the fact that there's another car on there. But, I mean, he's carrying 56 out of 56. And we're just going to fast forward this just because I want to see how much money he actually gets when he drops 56 people off at one time. It should be a lot more than what he has been getting. So come on, little buddy, you can do it. Gotta end the stream on a really big number. Stream, way too much Twitch, folks. Doing Twitch on top of YouTube, and the two don't combine that well. I mean, they kind of do, but when you're trying to do a record, when you're doing a recording for YouTube, and you're like, yeah, it's time to end the stream, folks. Doesn't work that well. But I just want to see how much he gets, and then that will be the end of this episode. Wow, 250 per run on a full load. But all right, folks, that will be it for this episode. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button if you want to continue watching me just mess around with video games, more or less. But all right, guys, you guys have a good one. Thanks again.